How's it going? David from Comic Book Investments. Well, you guys normally watch my channel, you're probably wondering, hey, this background looks a little different. Hey, your sound sounds terrible. Well, the reason is because I've been moving and it's been interesting, this move. Basically, all my stuff is still up in boxes and storage, and so I haven't been able to get my camera or get my microphone, so I'm just using my computer microphone and stuff. So yeah, so it's gonna be hopefully another couple days till I get that stuff all squared away. So for now, I don't know. It's just what it is. So yeah, I figured today I got an email from Heritage because I participated in this auction. Didn't win anything, but they just did $26 million in their comic book auction. And that's crazy. What do they do? It every quarter, I believe, they do a big auction like this. 26 million. So I figured let's go through some of the highlights. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oops. Yeah. So first we got up is this, obviously, Fantasy 15. I did a video on that already. Sold for 3.6 million. Most expensive comic of all time. We also got this Batman #1. First appearance of Joker, 6'5", sells for 576,000. That's pretty crazy. Moving on, we got a Jack Kirby art, Fantastic 486, so a later Jack Kirby, not an earlier, sells for 480,000. And in case you're wondering, that is a record for a Jack Kirby art, not the record for original art, but for a Jack Kirby piece. So if this is 86, imagine what like an earlier issue would be, you know, how much that would go for. We got a first edition base set sealed booster box, selling for 360. I don't think that's a record, but it's pretty close. This is a record, a Charles Schulz Peanuts original art, sells for 360,000 for a Sunday. And this is from 1966. It's pretty old, but not the oldest. Yeah, then we got Spider-Man 194, sells for 241,000. That's a record there for this book. Crazy. Nice book. Then we got another Batman 1. Oh my gosh, every time I see a Batman 1, it makes me so upset. I had a Batman 1 3.5. How long ago is this? This is quite a while ago. Probably 6 or 7 years ago, maybe somewhere around there. A Batman 1. I don't know. It was a while ago, but we sold for 53,000, and I always kick myself. And that's just a 2.0. Like for 220. Ugh. Like it's gone up so much. Like if we would have just anything, like just like threw it away, forgot about it, you know, it'd probably be worth, that's 575, 222. You know, at least 300,000. Oh man, it's like a house just for a comic. Anyways, moving on, we got a Spider-Man 14 9.8, sold for 210. Wow, I had a 9.6 of this. Surprise, surprise, I couldn't move it. Marvel Family 1, which is the first appearance of Black Adam, a 9.4, sells for 186. Captain America Comics 1, I had one of these as well, much lower grade, but sells for 180. I sold mine for 37,000. I think it was a 1.8. Spider-Man 4 sells for 174. Okay, we got a double splash page by Barry Smith. This is kind of cool. Like they're all hanging out. Sells for 168. Not even a cover. Double splash page. Yeah. Spider-Man 2 sells for 168, and then 9.6. This comic right here. What is this? Captain America 113. Double splash page. Yeah, the earlier Captain Americas, they'd always do these cool splash pages. Jim Steranko, 160,000. A Steve Ditko page, number 18. It sells for 156. Here we go. Restore Captain Marvel. Oh, sorry. Marvel Comics #1. I think this is like I can't see exactly, but it has like color touch and reinforcement and tape and stuff. 156 for a restored copy. Here we got X-Men #1. I wonder what this is. I wonder if this is a record for this book. X-Men #1, 8.5, sells for $150,000. Let's see. I'm checking it up on the GPA right now. 8.5. Let's throw this in so you guys can see. Here we go. 8.5, 150. Yep, the previous sale. What's that? Ooh, wow. Look at that. 1 day prior sells for 115. And then June sells for 125. Who sold this for 115? Literally 1 day prior. It sells an extra 35,000. Of course it's on Heritage. Everything sells for more on Heritage. That's crazy. A 9.8, Phantasm 4. Let's see what this is all about. Also got something interesting to tell you guys that you might want to stick around for. Signed by Stanley, a 9.8. Last 9.8 sold for 108,000. Non-signed. This sells for 144. Signature shouldn't add that much to it, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, we got a lot of more other stuff. We got this Fancy 15, most expensive of a UK variant, sold for 132,000 for this 9.8 pedigree copy. 132 for this #9. We got this art I was way off on when I tried to guess. You never could tell. 102,000. Just a X-Men 113 page. Just a page from 113. 108,000. Man. It's crazy. New Mutants, 98. Doesn't even have Deadpool on it. Almost $100,000. Sells for 93. Look, and it instantly goes up. Someone's making does one for their collection. They're trying to flip it for 140,000. Got the Superman. Ooh, first Swamp Thing. 9.8 sales for 90. How many? Let's see. How many? Is that a single? It's. I don't think it's single highest. Let's see. I mean, most of these are all going to be records in their own category and for the book or whatever. That's just how Heritage is. 90,000, and one hasn't sold for a long, long time. Last one sold in 2015 for 14,000. It's crazy. There are 3 at 9.8. Yeah, I mean everything on Heritage. That's why I stopped. I used to bid on Heritage a lot, and I'd find some decent deals, but I rarely ever bid on Heritage. It just goes for too much. Like literally, I showed you the X-Men that sold for 115, and then a day later sells for 35,000 more. It's like, I can't. No. It's like, look at this Hulk 181, white pages. Okay, I don't know if they're gonna have any Hulk 181s up on eBay in a 9.8, but we can see. You can always check. All right. Yeah, we got the CBCS, but then we got this one, 250,000. Oh, plus the giant size X-Men 1, 9.8. Yeah. Let's see if any sold recently. Okay, here we go. Let's see if any 9.8s have sold. I used to have a 9.8 of this as well. March, that was the last one for yeah. So record sale right here for this one, for this Hulk 181. Yeah, everything just goes for like way too much. It just becomes pointless to even want to bid. Right, 6 turtles. 60 grand for Defenders 2 original art. Here we go. Wonder Woman #1. 4.0 sells for 57,000. Oh, this is a cover recreation. Just a recreation, not even the original. Sells for 57,000. Jim Lee, just a page from X-Men 9, sells for 52,000. Did you guys see that the Jim Lee, the X-Men 1 cover where it had the 4 covers. Jim Lee is selling that through Torpedo Comics. Millions. I'm sure it's going to go for millions. It's the most ridiculous price of all time. If I had a bunch of money, I'd buy 2 of that cover. Yeah, just like these prices are just, you know, see, 45,000. How bad is that? That doesn't seem that bad, but I don't know off the top of my head. Could be completely wrong. 6.5 sells for 45,000. Yeah, it's right in line. You got 57 from some random site, doesn't say. So it's not bad. It's proof a bronze thing sells for 45,000. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's just too much. Like heritage stuff just goes for way too much. To the point where it's not even, there's no room there for me to even make money, or like I could literally, if I was trying a collector, I could find it cheaper on eBay or like wherever, just sit there and hunt and wait for it. So that's kind of my take on it. A ton of stuff though that's sold, just really expensive things. So yeah, that's kind of it. I just wanted to go through the top things that sold. It was a $26 million worth of stuff that's sold. It's just outrageous. But yeah, the kind of cool news that I have is the CEO of Dynamite Comics has reached out to me and wanted to give me 5 comic books to give out for my 5K goal. So if you haven't seen that video, I said I hit 5,000 subs. Really awesome of him to do this. I didn't ask for nothing. He just hit me up and asked me if I wanted it. I was so cool. So I'm going to add those. So if you haven't already seen my video on my 5K subs, it's the one right before this, go on there, leave a comment. You can leave a comment about anything. Make sure you're subscribed. That's all you got to do. Leave a comment and be subscribed, and I will pick a winner out from that. And I will mail you guys out these comics. So very cool of him to do that. I didn't ask. He literally just hit me up and he goes, "Hey, I want to give you some stuff." At first, I had no idea who he was. I'm like, this, you know, because he had no picture on his Instagram, and it was just like it just said his name, and that was it. And I was like, okay. And then he showed me a picture of some comic book, and he's like, "Oh, this is cool, right?" And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure." Like it was like, I mean, I don't like, yeah, it's a cool comic. It was a Spider-Man 59, and I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but like, I'm so confused. You know, he just reached out and asked me if this is cool or something. I can't remember exactly, but that was it. That was the extent. Like he didn't say who he was or anything like that. And so, you know, I'll get random people on Instagram saying stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a cool comic, right? And then he later, like a month later, he just hits me up and goes, "Hey, like, I wanted to give you some premium comics for your 5K sub goal that you reached." And I'm like, okay, well, I'm still so confused. I'm like, you're just gonna give me comics? Like, why? Okay. And then he later, like way later, he tells me like, "Hey, I'm the CEO of Dynamite Comics." I'm like, "Oh, I know exactly who you guys are." "Oh, okay, that's crazy." Yeah, I was like completely like shocked because I just thought it was just some random person just like showing me a picture of like a Silver Age Spider-Man randomly, and I was like, okay, like, and then find out, yeah, it's the CEO, and so very interesting. But I'm very happy because it's awesome. Like I can give you guys more stuff. So all you got to do to enter is just leave a comment on the previous video, the 5K sub video, and be subscribed. That is all you got to do. Have a great day.